What's up, y'all? It's your girl, El Marie, aka the Cinema Chick, and I am here with Tori, who is starring in the Five-Star Weekend. How you doing today?
I'm doing so good, baby.
That's amazing. So, listen, I love your character on this show because he's not only supportive, but he will also reel you back in when too much is going on. Okay. Like when you popped up on her on Gigi, episode 5. So, tell me about your character and like, do you think you would have done anything different? Is he similar to you, or is like, you know, let me know how you would have handled the situation between Gigi and him as friends.
Yeah, well, John Mark is the best friend of GJ, which is played by Jim Chan. And his main purpose is to help her not tell a secret that will add more trauma to her life and hurt the lives of others. How would handle it? I wouldn't care. I would just get more dick, girl. I wouldn't care. But to be honest, I think I was telling my friends this the other day, and this was the meeting that we had actually before we started filming. I said in the meeting with the showrunner and the director and Gemma and myself, I said, friends help you live better, right?
Mm,
That's what we
love
did.
that.
And I think in these, you know, even when therapy can only scratch the surface, this is what we're doing as people who are connected to each other. We're helping each other live better because these times are so dire. And that's what I feel as if I'm doing for this character. I'm helping her live better. That's my best friend. There are
Mhm.
times where it is
Mhm.
good to and there are times where you don't need to tell the truth because it actually is going to be more monumental to pain rather than something that's actually going to close a certain situation in your life. You know what I mean?
That
Sometimes
makes
it's better not. Honesty, sometimes it's not always the best policy. Sometimes just keep your business to yourself
I agree.
because
In his situation, like you said, like you told her, I am here to stop you from making a mistake, honey, because what are we gonna get out of this once you reveal all of this? And then it's also awkward, spoilers for people who haven't seen it. Gigi, you basically befriended her because you felt like you had something in common, but that's that lady's husband.
that's her husband. And you went to the funeral? You went to the funeral? I forgot that part. I was like, you are crazy. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Well, listen, again, this show centering around friendship and the story of friendship and how it grows and evolves as we get older. Being on this set, being part of the story, was there anything that you felt like you've learned or any gems you're taking away from like, you know what, I can learn this as I grow through my own friendships?
I think once you surpass a certain age, whether that could be up to you, whether you're 30 or 40 or 25 or 50, I think you come to a place where you have to tell yourself the truth and the judgment of others don't matter anymore. I'm nearly 40 right now. I'll be 40 in November. And at this point in my life, I've lived so much life. I don't care what you think, unless you pay my bills, unless you support me, unless you're an actual vital person in my life. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
don't think I have some sort of like in a sense, I don't have a goal to please you. I have a goal to please myself because I only have so many more years in this life.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think as you get older, you care less about judgment, if that makes sense.
That makes so much sense. I love
Yeah.
that. Because you have
Yeah.
to start living more for you and what you want.
Because we only have the time is so precious. I feel as if like the pandemic was the existential crisis that actually informed me that I
Hmm.
should my life. Because back then you could like in a sense you could die touching a box of cereal. Well then I'm gonna do what I need to do to live.
Hmm.
This is the only I have. And I realized how precious it is to be with the people that I love,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Now this is a stacked cast. Jennifer Gardner, Regina Hall, Chloe Sevigny, stacked. So episode 5, when you're on set, all these ladies are around. What was that like for you? Did you pick up any advice for them? Did you share any moments? I need to know how that was.
Me as an actor, you keep yourself calm,
Hmm.
you keep collected, you do your job. Because you have such talented people they're going to give the sort of, in a sense, the tennis ball, the volleyball back.
Mm,
So when I was acting with, let's say, Jennifer Gardner, she was my only other co-star in a scene. I knew that her emotional prowess would actually allow me to be emotional. So all I had to do was just show up, do my lines, do my job. She's going to give it back to me. And there were so many interesting nuances that we actually sort of created between each other, just
mhm,
in, a very, very short, sort of short time that we got to act together. She's so open for improv. She's so open for, in a sense, connecting with another human spirit. I was
mhm.
like, really cool how we touched each other, we would hug each other, we would be excited to see each other just in the scene. It was so cool. You know what I mean? And Regina Hall, someone I connected with in the makeup room, someone I absolutely adore, beautiful as hell,
Mhm.
or to connect with someone that I find to be an inspiration. You know what I mean? She's really gifted.
Yes, yes. Well, congratulations again to you being a part of this show. Everyone is talking about it all on socials. Everyone's enjoying it and enjoying your character, John, in this show. Because again, he is the friend you need at every time, even if you don't feel like you need him.
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly.
He's the truth. So yeah.